Welcome back, my people. It's your girl Kariana here with Alto UK, who is the media partner for Linea 2026, which is a festival that is happening from the 20th of April all the way to the 6th of May. It's happening across many venues in London, so it's not one to miss, so make sure you get your tickets. Today, I am accompanied by a very lucky lady who is going to be performing for Latinas of London, which, may I add, has been happening for 4 years at Jazz Cafe, which is a staple venue in London. So before I carry on, I'm just going to introduce to you Xativa.
Hi. Hi, happy to be here.
Yes, how are you feeling?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm just super excited to be part of this event. I'm not sure if I've been to all 4, but I've been to a few of the Latinas of London before, and it's just been like so special. And yeah, it's a really amazing event that That's the French plays a big part in like organizing and inviting artists. There's a lot of other people that are organizing as well. So yeah, just really happy to be part of it.
How do you feel performing at? Have you performed at Jazz Cafe?
I've not performed at Jazz Cafe. I've been there a few times. I'm from London, so
I was
have
gonna say,
been to the Jazz
many
Cafe.
Londoners have all been Jazz Cafe. So what's it like to
Yeah.
be able to perform there? How did you feel when you got the call, like, Xativa, we need you on the stage?
It was so nice. Like, it's just such a nice way. I think it was like at the beginning of the year. And
Great
it
way
was
to
just
start
a
the
really,
year.
really good way to start the year. And yeah, just really excited about it.
How many songs are you going to be playing? Are you allowed to tell us? Is that an exclusive?
I hope so. Yeah, we're doing like 5, 6 songs each, I think. So,
nice.
yeah.
So you got a good set. That's like, what, half an hour almost, if not more?
Yeah.
That's so cool. And how do you feel sharing the stage with other women? Because it's 3 headlining, all women and all Latinas.
Yeah.
How does that feel for you?
It feels good. Yeah, it's special that it's like a women event, and yeah, obviously it's great to just have places where women are at the forefront, because you can tell in when you see like all sorts of like music videos and live performances, a lot of the time there's like there's not a completely fair representation of men and women. So it's really, really cool to have like spaces like this where it is, and that it's also a Latin thing, which is like another element of it. Yeah.
You were telling me off camera, which I find very interesting. Can you tell people your mix, please?
So yeah, I was born in London, but I'm my mum is from Ecuador and my dad is from Sweden. And
I love that.
So it's international.
International queen here with us, you know. Woo. Do you feel like being from 2 different cultures, does that play an effect in your music? Will we feel those tones in your music?
Yeah, I think especially with the Latin music, there's something about a lot of Latin music that I find extremely direct in the way that it's expressed. It's very emotional. I mean, these are generalizations. Obviously, there's like a million different kinds of Latin music, but the kind that I listen to tends to be like quite emotional and romantic and direct. And I think I take all of those elements in my music, as well as the harmony. There's like super interesting harmony, which I use as well. Yeah.
I think you're very right in saying that most of our music is very emotion based. Like, I feel like we're a very passionate culture. It would be, I don't think any genre is like flat or bland in any Latin genre. So yeah,
for
definitely.
sure. Yeah.
And what would you say like inspires your style of music?
In terms of artists, or so I listen to like a lot of traditional music and modern music. Like I love Natalia Lafourcade is amazing, and I think it's really cool how she uses like traditional music and modern music and like puts it together and creates something like super new and exciting. But yeah, I listen to like music from Brazil, like Bossa Nova.
Love Bossa Nova.
Like Andean music. My family from Quito in Ecuador.
Lovely.
And yeah, everything from like jazz, classical, folk. It's like a mix of these things. But also like electronic. Yesterday I was in a club like listening to Cybertron. So
love that.
It's like just whatever yeah, and recently I've been listening to like country, which is also random. So it's just honestly, it's just so much.
I
Yeah.
love that. I feel like
Yeah.
that's like, it's almost like a superpower living in London and being from a mix of cultures. You can literally enjoy
So
all
much.
spectrums of their music, and
Yeah.
it's like you can dibble dabble and enjoy
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah, yeah. And you can feel inspired by it. And I think in London, there's like anyone can go to anything and feel welcome, which is nice. And I think events like this, like obviously it's amazing because you get like the Latin community together, but you also get people who don't know much about it, and then they can participate in and like really enjoy it. And I think it's such a nice blend. And coming from like such a blended background, I just love places where, and London's the perfect place where it's just different cultures coming together, people enjoying it, there being a sense of like we're connected, and music is the perfect way of like feeling connected. So yeah.
I love that you said that. Music is the perfect way to feel connected.
Yeah, definitely.
No, that's one thing I really like about La Linea, is that it really is building bridges and bringing so many people together. Like you said, whether you're Latin or not, you can come to these events and you can enjoy, get something from it, learn something new, which I think is super cool.
Yeah.
Especially with Latinas of London. I feel like, for me, seeing Latinas take over the Jazz Cafe in Camden, I'm like, we're, you know, leaving our mark now.
Yeah, I'm just like very excited about the Jazz Cafe show and the fact that it's like women supporting each other, and we're you get a genuine sense that the women artists and musicians are supporting each other, which is really nice, because it's not always like that, so it's super, super nice.
It's giving sisterhood vibes. Yeah, which we need. We need to see more of that in 2026.
Yeah.
So make sure you go to Latinas of London, because you will definitely feel that vibe. Yeah. Is there anything we can expect from you in the future? Have you got any projects coming? Any EPs, albums, singles?
Yeah. I've just been working so much on my new project. So it's a whole album, and I'm just working to get that done, and that's my main thing that I'm working on towards.
Lovely. Yeah. How many songs do you plan to have on your album?
It's 10 songs, and it's almost there. But you know, with like making an album, there's all like the visuals and like different elements of it that you want to put together. So I'm figuring that part of it out now. But I've got loads of ideas for it. Yeah.
What's your favorite part about working on a project?
I just love writing. I love writing music. It's just the best. Like, it's such a good feeling just writing a song. So I think just that moment when the song comes out is just, it just feels so pure.
What would you say is like your biggest inspiration behind writing? What inspires you to write or fuels this joy of writing?
It's like feeling. It's just emotion. I feel like it's just got a lot of emotion.
Bien Latina.
Just need to get it out. But it's nice because like the other day I was writing a song, and I thought I was feeling kind of down, but then when I wrote the song, it came out just like very hopeful. So sometimes it's just like a way of understanding how you're feeling, and understanding the like different levels of feeling or the complexity of it. So it was nice that came out, even though I was feeling another way. So yeah.
That's something I really admire about artists, is it's very therapeutic, I find, how you transmute your emotions into a beautiful piece of art, song, and you don't even know how many people you can influence, how many people can relate to. I really feel like it's like a superpower.
Yeah, it's an incredible thing, and the thing that I probably most enjoy about music is just like listening to it and feeling connected to all of this different kind of music. And I think if I was able to, and hopefully I am able to, like write music that other people connect to, people from all different parts of the world, that's just cool, because like maybe the stories are a little bit different, but the ultimate like raw emotions I think are pretty much the same. So.
Yeah, emotion is like universal. We all feel, don't we?
Yeah.
That's so cool. How has being a Latina shaped you as an artist today, would you say?
I think like what we were saying a little bit earlier, just this having the confidence of just saying something exactly how I feel, like just really articulating it, like this is it, and not trying to like hide behind anything. I do think that comes a bit from like listening to like a lot of Latin American music where that is the way that it's done. Like obviously sometimes it's like framed in a way that, and it's usually framed in a way that's like poetic, but still it's like you really feel what's being said. So I think that's the main way that it's influenced my music and the way I perform. And
so you're really coming for our soul. You're like, you're gonna feel me and hear me.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it sounds like so dramatic, but I love it.
I mean, somos Latinas. How can we not sound even a little bit dramatic?
It's true. Yeah.
What moment in your musical career, if you ever have experienced it, where you felt like giving up? Have you ever felt like almost throwing in the towel?
Yeah, it's like it's a really hard job just practically to do.
Yeah.
But I think part of for me personally, just like I just have this sense that I always want to compose and write music, so I'll make everything else work in order to do that. So
I love that.
That's just at the center, and if that means I need to do a bunch of other things as well, then I just have to do that.
She's like a guerrera. I'll take it on. Throw whatever you want at me. I'm gonna keep it going.
Yeah, it's just like a need. Like I really just love doing it, and it feels like that's part of what I can offer, and I want to be contributing, so that's like something I can do.
When did you know like your music was your why, like it was your purpose, it was your thing?
I think for a long time I grew up with music. It's just part of my family, and we grew up like listening and playing, but I think sometimes like when you go through something difficult and music can just help you get out of that place. I think that was for me, that was something that happened. So
that's really nice. I love that. Now I'm gonna ask you some playful questions, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Nothing too heavy. If you had to choose between fame, money, or true love, what are you picking and why?
True love.
Love a girl.
Because I'm just romantic, so that's it.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, when you grow up listening to the music that we listen to, how can you not? How can you not? What's one red flag that you ignore every time?
It's probably an internal red flag, which is
She's a reflective babe. Love that.
I always think there's more time than there is. So my cousin described this as being like a time optimist, and I think I definitely have this problem. So I've tried to get over it, but it's not working.
Like you're speaking to my soul. I'm not good with time, so I'll be like, oh yeah, I can do that in like 5 minutes. I know I can't do it, but I'll tell myself
exactly.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. So just
I feel a little bit red right now, if I'm honest. Have you ever written a toxic lyric? Any of your music or songs where you're like, oh, that sounds a bit toxic?
Probably. I'm not sure if I can think of one specific lyric right now. But yeah, I have a song called You're a Mistake.
That says it all, to be honest. There you go.
Which is a bit angry. I'm not sure it's necessarily toxic. I think I need to get that out. Need to get it out. But yeah.
Better out than in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got to release. If your music was a food, what food would it be?
I think let's go with a ceviche, like with a lot of ají.
Nice, just a little spice in there, babe.
Yeah, just a lot of like spice, sour, fresh.
Getting all the senses activated, basically.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Has anything ever embarrassing happened to you when you've been on stage or when you've performed?
Yeah, I think sometimes like as a singer, you'll just like get a little bit too close to the mic and just like kind of bash your head on your mouth, and then that's always a bit awkward because like the moment afterwards when you're like, oh, that's like, I hope no one saw that, but people see that. So that happens. I'm sure that happens to everyone, but that's always a little bit embarrassing.
You're like, oh, I was just checking the mic. You know, it's working.
Yeah, especially if you're like really, really into it, and then like, cool.
The music can take over you sometimes, and you know, you can't control that.
Yeah, it brings you back to reality.
It's like, girl, focus. Have you ever forgotten your lyrics on stage, or has your mind ever gone blank when you've been on stage?
I can think of one time when I did, but I just, luckily if it's like your own music, you can kind of just make it work. And yeah. I think I think probably most artists and most musicians know how to, like, you just have to improvise in that moment if that happens. Fortunately, it's not happened too much.
That's good. I mean, how are they gonna know?
Yeah.
How are they gonna know? How are they gonna know? We're never gonna know. We'll be like, oh, we like this. We would never know.
Yeah.
I like that. Improvisation, it is a skill to master, I must say. If your music career, if you weren't doing music, what career would you pursue instead?
I would love, well, I think, like, primarily I love being an artist. I love expressing myself. So it would be like through another medium as a primary thing. But if not, I would try and do like a law conversion, go into that. Like that would be my thing.
Intellectual babes, we love to see it.
That would be what I would love to do. Try and fight for, I don't know, just try and make a little mark, like fight against some injustice. Yeah, exactly. Do what I can, but I think like trying to do that like through the system. I
love that. Very humanitarian.
Yeah,
very nice. If you could pick any artist to collaborate with, who would you like to collaborate with?
That's such a good question. I don't really know. I mean, I would love to collaborate with artists who are more similar to me. I think I mentioned Natalia Lafourcade before. But then also it would be really fun to collaborate with someone who's just like totally different and make something just rogue.
And who would that be? Who would be your rogue collab? Oh, I like that.
There's this artist called Stott who's like an electronic, just quite like electronic ambient music. I think his music's so beautiful, and I think he made a lot of music with his piano teacher who's like singing on the tracks. So stuff like that. But I think just like kind of rogue collaborations as well as just
gotta mix it up.
Yeah, I think that can be really exciting.
Cool. Yeah. And if you could have any artist at La Linea performing, who would you have? Minus the ones you've already mentioned.
Yeah. Probably Uchis. Like, I was also a fan from really early on. I messaged her on Tumblr and she replied.
I love that. Tumblr is such a throwback.
So probably her, because that's just like the
and
old
her replying
school.
Iconic. I just put that in there. That is so cool.
So that probably would be like a, I don't know,
full circle. Yeah, literally. Well, Uchis, if you're ever, down in London, La Linea would love to have you. You've got many fans here, that's for sure. And I would love to see her.
Yeah.
Before we go, is there anything you would like to say to your fans? Remind them what day you will be performing, where they can find you.
Yeah, so 2nd of May, Latinas of London, we're on at the Jazz Cafe. And I'll be performing, and Alexa Nara also. Sorry, I was switching to Spanish there.
It's the Spanglish superpower, babe, sorry.
That's the French and a whole bunch of amazing musicians. So 2nd of May at the Jazz Cafe, and I'm Xativa, spelled with an X. Xativa, Xat_IVA on socials. And that's basically it. I'm just really grateful. It's just so fun, and I'm really happy to be here. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing a piece of yourself with us, letting us get to know you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you take over the stage. So at home, you guys know what to do. Make sure you like, follow and subscribe, all that good stuff. Buy your tickets and make sure you come down.
Yeah.